Thanks. Should we start? कैसे करना है?
Yeah, we can start. I think people will start coming in, so we can
हाँ,
start. Because otherwise we have to take doubts on this. So,
ठीक है.
yeah, I think over to you guys, Rohini, Mohammed, Vipur, and Avinash. Uh, Very simple. How the flow is going to be is whatever doubts, questions you guys have, you can just quickly raise your hand, and in that sequence, we'll just take those up, we'll solve them, and we'll go forward. Yeah. So yes, so we can start.
Hi, I just joined to see if I can find out any way, I can solve something from somebody else asking questions. I don't have a doubt as such. Thanks.
Cool, cool. No worries. I think Avinash has a question. Yes, Avinash.
So, Vritant, I hope you remember in the initial session of our cohort, uh, basically you told us that while extracting data from any tool, any scrapper, let's say Phantom Buster, and then we are going to use it for outreach or any activity. For example, I'm taking that I have extracted the data of my ICPs, and now I am going to reach out to them over LinkedIn for, let's say, connection request, or even I want to start a conversation with them. Now I want it to be personalized. I have a list of 1,000 people, or let's say 500 people for my ICPs. I don't want to reach out to them manually, reading their LinkedIn profile. So I want to use Claude this time. Now I do have Claude paid version, but again, copy pasting everyone's specific LinkedIn profile in the Claude comment section or chat section, and then asking it to customize or prioritize or personalize based on their history or experience or our offering. It does takes a lot of tokens of mine. It consumes, like, if I'm going to reach out to 5 or 10 people, my token quota for 5 hours would be exhausted. I want your assistance in that, how I can do personalized outreach without consuming heavy tokens.
Okay, so I have actually built a solution for that. Okay.
Mhm,
Now, since you have the paid version of Claude, so this was something that will help you out, or this is something that will work for you. Okay.
mhm,
Now you need to understand that one, you need to map what is the process that you want to achieve. I'm actually keeping my camera off, put a lag. But yeah, what is the process that you want to achieve? Like, for example, right now you have the LinkedIn profiles of these people. End output is you want personalized emails to be created. If you do it in chat, then chat itself is going to consume tokens. That is the very well identified problem. The solution to this is to directly use Claude APIs, which will consume lesser tokens. What you can do is that you can use Claude code to
mhm.
build a front end to it. Okay. So I'll just present and show it to you. Okay. This is just, I was just explaining that what we need to do. I'll now present my entire screen.
Are we recording this?
Yeah, recording has started. Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, so that exact use case what you mentioned, right, that's something that I also wanted to build. So what I started with is first, I started with building a Claude skill. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I knew that, okay, if I don't have the person's all details, then I'll need to fetch the person's details as well. Okay, so hence I integrated Phantom Buster, where on Phantom Buster, so I'll just tell you. Okay, just a second, let us load Phantom Buster. So on Phantom Buster, what I did is I very simply use their LinkedIn profile scraper solution. Okay, I'll just show that to you, so you'll have an idea that what is it that we did and how did we do it. Okay, so this is the LinkedIn profile scraper. So I just created this, I set that up, and then I integrated one Phantom Buster MCP into Claude. How do you do that? Is on the top. Okay, or say if you go to enter beta, or they have the direct MCP access, that's wherein you can directly integrate with their MCP, and they will tell you that, okay, how you can go forward with it. Right, now this is, say, basically we go to try now, and they have that MCP server link. So when you input this as part of your connectors, that is when you go to connectors, when you click on add connectors, Okay, add custom connector. This is wherein say you name like Phantom Buster. You copy paste that server link over here and you add, so it will then ask you to connect with your Phantom Buster account. Okay, it'll get connected like this. So that way what will happen is that Claude will have access to your Phantom Buster account. Okay, and in that specifically the agent that you have created, the phantom you have created, it will take that specific agent ID. Okay, now what we did is that consider that okay, Phantom Buster is going to scrape the data from LinkedIn. That's all the LinkedIn profile data. Now I would want to also store this data somewhere. So instead of using Claude's own memory to store the data, I created a Google sheet. Okay, so this is a sheet that I created, as you can see. Okay, I'll just zoom in a bit so we'll get an idea. So this is wherein I had say inputted this LinkedIn profile of this person. It gave me all the details that I wanted. Along with that, what I did is that I added the personalization layer. Personalization layer, that was the job of Claude to do. So Claude gave me the angle, the subject line, the intro email draft, follow-up drafts, and everything. And this sheet I had loaded onto N8N to run the campaign. And that was my solution. So first to test it out, I built this entire skill. I tested whether the skill is working or not. When this was working, again in calling a skill is going to consume a lot of tokens. So what I then did is I went to Claude Code. I gave Claude Code the input that okay, this is my particular sheet. Okay, so I'll just show it to you so you'll get the complete idea as to how or what did I start with. Okay, I uploaded the skill file over here. I told it that can you help me build a web app out of this. Okay, and final output that I got, that I'll show you. Okay, so I made a couple of iterations as well to figure out that okay, how can I get a proper output. So this is what I actually did, and the end output was basically a complete web application where all I need to do is just input my LinkedIn profiles, and over the end I'll have my drafts ready and paste it over here, right? So that was the entire idea. So this way what happened is that since I'm directly using Claude API to do exactly that task, token utilization went down and output became also very seamless. So instead of chatting, it was a simple tool that we had built. Okay. Just waiting for this to get loaded so that I can actually show you how it looks. But this is the solution for you. Like if you don't want to continuously chat, you can do this.
And
Can you
like,
show us an output on this once?
Yeah. So this is the actual output. Okay, this is the output that came from Claude. But I want to actually show you the platform as well. So let us just load it, and so that I can actually show this to you. But yeah, the output looks like exactly this. So wherein the input was only one thing, that is this person's profile. Rest everything, every single column is populated by Claude. Okay. Now question over here also comes in that Claude doesn't have access to Google Sheets, so how are we doing this? Correct. So what we have done in the
we can
backend,
also we can give access to Cloud to Google Sheet, right? Like I
no,
have done that.
you will be able to give for creating a Google Sheet. For updating a Google Sheet, it is still not provided that access. What you have as an access is Google Drive access.
Yes.
Correct. So what we figured out that that was a challenge. So what we actually did is that we gave Claude access to N8N. Okay, and in N8N, what it did is it created a very simple workflow for it to interact with Google Sheet. Okay, so in N8N, it can push the data. So I'll show you. And this is something that I did not build. Claude only built it, found out the solution to it. So I'll show you that workflow as well that Claude had added. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, this is what it did. It connected through a webhook, normalized the rows, and added the data onto the Google Sheet. Okay, so this is how we connected Claude with Google Sheets. I think once Claude has a native integration with direct Google Sheets, then this won't be required. But for now, we are using it. Okay, I just hope this. Yeah. So this is how that tool looks like. Okay. Again, you can put in multiple URLs or you can upload a CSV file. Okay, and this all runs on phantom message. So here, if you see, I have my LinkedIn session cookie that I've added. Now the point comes in is that how does Claude have context about your company? Now we work with multiple clients. So what I did is I asked it to create a company context section where I can add multiple company profiles. Okay, I'll just show this to you how a company profile also looks like, or how you can create it. Plus, you can integrate, by the way, multiple email IDs also here. Now, ideally, what happened is that initially we used N10, okay, for running the email campaigns. But in this case, we started automating that using Claude as well. Okay, so if you see what we are doing over here, when I talk about this, so this is wherein I have the complete company context, where I've given the company name, website, tagline, one-liner, offerings, proof points. These are the basic case studies that I've added. Whatever are the differentiators, I've mentioned that, and I can be as detailed as possible because this is human input. Okay, we are not relying on AI to get the input of company context. So I think क्या कहते हैं? You
Just a
mentioned,
quick
right,
question.
that you are
You
giving.
have,
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt, you have entered all these company details by yourself, and these are your prospect company details, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now, let's say, for example, I have 500 prospects and they are from different companies. Again, it will be a hectic manual task now to add details of each and every
No, no,
company
no.
profile.
This is of your own company. What you want to pitch to the prospect. This is a one-time activity.
No, so for example, Unbox Robotics is my company I am working for. This is
Hmm.
what you're telling.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
And can we add any, kind of a document, PDF, or any attachment in that also? Like,
You
for
can
example, in this,
not in
mm,
this tool, but you can ask Claude to build that for you, where you can upload attachments.
mm, understood. Why I'm asking mentioning this, because for example, let's say we have multiple solutions or multiple products to sell, and each product have a specific specification criterias, or the pros and cons, merit demerit, and while doing the outreach, I want it as much as detailed so that I can hit the right button.
Yeah. No, no, you can. So so if you see these modifications all as well, right? Is something
Mm-hmm.
that I only have prompted Claude to add. Okay, this company section wasn't there before, so I show you my prompt. Okay, I'll just show you the exact section where I have asked it to add the company section. Okay, and this is the may not reach. हाँ, ठीक है. Let's scroll down. Okay, yeah. So I'll share you. So see, if you see, I have clearly told that is there any way in which you can make projects an app where you can use for different company context instead of say manually taking it up. So this is where I can further tell you that okay, just improve on this and add an option where I can upload attachments as well. Okay. So again, every aspect of it, it's all about how are you prompting, what is it that you want to achieve at the end of the day. Now, as I said that in the backend first, I had integrated N10 to run the campaigns, but then I realized that okay, Claude has its own capability to run the campaigns. So what I did is I have this campaign section where I've integrated my inbox. I've set in the entire routine that okay, this is how I want my email sequence to go. I'll just show that aspect of all of that as well to you, right? So over here, it tells me that okay, like this is the person, right? This is the exact output as you can see. The person's email ID was not there, hence you are not able to do anything about it. But once I add the email ID and save, it can start with running it. Okay. In settings, this is where I can add my inbox. I can connect it. I can set up my sequence routine that if I want intro emails after this, follow ups to go after this. If I want to only send on weekdays, daily send cap. These are all things that I had asked it to customize and make it as per how I want it. Now, if you want to do more follow ups, you can just ask it that add more follow up and sequencing routine. It should be in this structure. But what happens is that this tool gives me a recurring output. Okay, so that's how it works.
Recurring output बोले तो
रिकरिंग मतलब मुझे क्लॉड पे वापस नहीं जाना वो आउटपुट लाने के लिए मुझे इस पे ही काम करना है
Now, for example, now this flow which you have created, it is for email. It is also for LinkedIn as well.
I'm yet to try it out, but yes, it is possible. That wherein again, but LinkedIn does not have direct connection with Claude, so Claude won't be able to do it. But what we are going to do is that the solution to it is that use Anytime to run or use Phantom Buster to run your entire outreach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so this is the solution.
And like that web app which you have created, so with like what kind of server you are using to store the data and all?
This is my own local server.
Local
Storing of
server.
data happens on Google Sheet.
Got it. Do you have any kind of a guide or step by step guide or any recorded session for mm, that web app?
We'll make a video on this and share with you.
Yeah, that will be very helpful because learning then that over a session or call will be kind of a very time taking process.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now moving ahead, I think second part. Yesterday, if you remember, I mentioned that let's say if I am asking Claude to scan a company and find out these specific person, so it is always limited to two or three like key persons or
Acha,
senior persons. But
Avinash, just 1 second. Okay, we want to
uh,
take up other people's question also. Okay, so we'll take one question at a time. Okay, cool. You can ask that question and in the second round. Cool. Yes. Yes, Mother.
Yeah, I basically like we in our class we did this Phantom Buster and this Anytime, very good for LinkedIn actually. When I was trying to do with this Google Business actually, I was struggling. So if you could show me like how this, you know, Google Business actually will, and through Anytime, how can I extract those data into the right, spreadsheet actually.
Sure.
So
I'll just present my screen again and take you guys through it.
okay. Because the data format and all was very different actually. So I was got confused how to. I'm very new to the system, so
No worries. That's
sorry
completely.
for it.
So again, when we are going to Phantom Buster, okay, and say we go to solutions and we are using Google Maps. Okay. So in this case, we want to export Google Map results. Okay.
This I know. I'm saying that in eight
In N10,
in
yeah, I'm coming to
yeah,
that. I'm coming to that.
yeah.
Okay, when you click on learn more, this is wherein you will be able to see what you'll be able to see what all fields are we getting from Google Maps when you click on this. Yeah. So the N10 workflow that we had built for data, okay, where we are capturing the data, pasting it out. Okay. I'll just take you through that. No, this is not the one.
With Google Business.
ठीक है एक काम करते हैं let me just show it to you live. Let last check if this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. What we are doing is that over here we are getting the output. Okay, this part was clear how to get the output.
Yeah, but in my output actually I was getting in a different format. Should I show you what exactly I'm getting?
Yeah, you can show. You can show.
Just a sec. So share my screen. See what I'm looking here. This one. So here, no, just a sec. This is what.
You can just click on execute once, so we'll get to know. Okay.
So
Now,
I'm just getting number actually. So if you look at the fields actually, so I'm getting this format actually. I'm not able to normalize it properly. Like it is like not in JSON or something, which
because
you
it has not scraped the data, can you go to Phantom Buster once?
Phantom Buster. You want to go to Phantom
Yeah.
Buster? Okay.
Can you, yeah, open the one that you have scraped? The Google shirt, the Google export, not LinkedIn.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Google one.
No, this is LinkedIn. This is LinkedIn
Okay.
search export.
Okay. Okay. Just a second.
I just
Yeah, this one I think.
okay. Can you open it once? Okay. So right here, what we are doing is that we have
This one, yeah,
this data, right? Okay. Now, can you go back to Phantom Buster once?
yeah. I'm Phantom Buster only.
No, no.
Like,
Sorry. Can you go to N8 once? My bad.
okay, okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you double click on this? The Phantom output. Yeah. Okay. You've done this. Process count, website script. Uh, okay. I'll have to check this as to why are they giving the output like this. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you go back to Phantom Buster once? Because I think
Yeah.
I might have an answer to it. Okay. Cool. I'll tell you why the output is given like this and how why the output you're getting is looking like that. So what is giving
Mhm.
as output is the top section, the dashboard. If you can see, time saved, location collected, website scraped.
This one.
Yeah, correct. So that's what it's giving because you have used two different phantoms over here. Okay, in combination, I think you have used Google Maps search export to email ID. Okay, what you can do
Okay.
is that you can just rerun this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
by using just Google Maps search export.
So how do I mean, like,
I'll just go to solutions on the top.
solutions, okay?
Yeah. Click on Google.
This one,
Yeah. And just scroll
okay.
down and use the first one, Google Maps search export.
This one, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So if I use this, then the problem will be solved. You
Yeah.
think?
The problem
Okay.
will be solved. Yeah.
So I might have used this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll also figure out that actually that output also you should get the data, but I'll have to figure out that
Yeah,
why did
because
not.
the problem is I wanted to do this contact data because I wanted this phone numbers and other thing
Yeah.
information.
Phone
I
numbers by
think
default
these
you will get.
here also I'll get.
Yeah, you will
Okay,
get
okay.
the phone numbers here as well. Over there, what it's
Okay.
going to do is that it's going to go to the company's website wherever the website is available, and they will
Mm-hmm.
give the website email ID and phone number. But over here, you are as it is going to get the phone numbers.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, so you can try it out. Okay, till then,
Okay,
let me just figure this out today, and I'll
okay, okay.
get back to you. Okay, as to how you can get the output for it.
No problem. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes. Guys, can you just give me 2 minutes? I'll be right back. Priyank, can you take it up for 2 minutes?
Um, Hi everyone, what's up? मैं तो एक्चुअली ये सब चीजें सॉल्व नहीं करता हूँ बट या Rutan is the one who executes it.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Very good यार, very well in fact.
Good to
सही
know.
चल रहा है यार, बहुत सही चल रहा है. In fact, we are planning to launch. मतलब we are planning to launch. I mean, we are launching actually most likely on Monday. We are launching our Slack community as well.
Very
Okay,
nice.
finally focusing on GTM engineering because we want to broaden our audience to international players as well. So
Okay.
because ऐसा है ना कि international लोग WhatsApp use नहीं करेंगे and they would not be very much comfortable to kind of actually join the community, WhatsApp community. So we are thinking to
Mm.
start engage with the international players. We yesterday did a podcast also with the head of GTM engineering at Clay. So Clay ka head of GTM engineering. So we'll soon uploading that as well. And we have requested him for a session uh, for the community. So let's see.
Oh wow, that's very nice.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. If you can create a space like, the cohorts are fine actually. If you can create some record video, the or cohorts like, I mean, like recorded question answers, frequently asked questions. What are doubts actually at some place, maybe either in YouTube or somewhere.
सर हमारा
Or
YouTube चैनल तो है आपने देखा नहीं
नहीं नहीं, वो तो
क्या
मैं देख
सर
रहा हूँ, नहीं स्पेसिफिक टू GTA. Okay, so many things are there.
there's so
So
many
I
things
follow
so
that.
you
Actually,
so let's say
yeah.
so what happens हाँ this is the YouTube channel so what happens is कि बहुत सारे let's say already use cases हम लोगों ने solve किए ही है that's one. Second is people kind of so in I think अविनाश के जो बैच है अभी recently cohort 4 है ना आपका अविनाश हेलो
Yep, yep.
हाँ तो आई थिंक वो बैच में से किसी ने स्पेसिफिक 2 यूज केसेस बताए थे तो वो ऑलरेडी थे हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे तो वी जस्ट शेयर्ड दैट लिंक्स एज वेल सो इफ आई हैव एनीथिंग इन माइंड एज अ क्वेश्चन आल्सो वी कैन क्रिएट अ यूज केस अराउंड दैट और वी माइट ऑलरेडी हैव दैट इन प्लेस तो वो भी हो सकता है बट वी व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू सो वी हैव अ प्लान कि हम लोग गेस्ट सेशंस लेके आए जहाँ पे एक्चुअली जो जिन्होंने टूल्स बनाए हैं, तो ये सारे टूल्स बनाए, so we can actually have those guest sessions as well. We just did a podcast yesterday only. We requested that guy also to kind of have a session, maybe next week or next to next week, depending on the availability, because we have already kind of mailed him about that. So let's see. अगर hope for मतलब fingers crossed कि अगर वो हो जाए तो अच्छा ही है. Okay.
और हम लोगों को जैसे बेसिकली लाइक व्हाट वी नीड इज प्रैक्टिस एक्चुअली इफ वी हैव एट वन प्लेस ऑल द रिसोर्सेज centralized.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that will be easy for us to, and if there will be some practice, like lesson, of course we'll have all use cases, but अगर कोई ऐसा practice exercise हो जो हम लोग try कर सकते हैं as a new user actually, so that might be, like useful from learning
नहीं
perspective.
सोचेंगे डेफिनेटली इस पे, बिकॉज हम भी स्ट्रक्चर कर रहे हैं अभी कम्युनिटी को, धीरे 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 हम भी बिल्ड हो रहे हैं, तो बिकॉज
हम्म।
पहले तो हमने सोचा भी नहीं था कि कोड भी रन करेंगे. सो
अच्छा
इट्स
अच्छा।
हाँ हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स. तो जब एक दो वर्कशॉप किए इंडो सेल्स के साथ, तो सेकेंड वर्कशॉप में हमको पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट, लेट्स से लॉट ऑफ एक्चुअली पीपल जनरेटेड पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट. That's where we thought, okay, let's try and run this. And it,
हम्म।
let's say we थोड़ा सक्सेस हो गया वहां पे, तो we just thought कि okay, let's move to next thing to build a community, and then we are thinking of creating. Let's say we'll try and build structures around that. What you have requested, we'll definitely focus on that. Okay.
No, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I think we do have practice sets in place. I'll be sharing it with you guys tomorrow. So yeah, and the first two cohort folks they have the practice sets, but for the rest people I'll share it. Yes.
ठीक है प्रकाश. We can take next questions यार. आप लोग पूछ लो. Hello, any questions?
Yeah, guys.
बहुत कम लोग हैं तो पूछ लो.
Anything that you guys want to ask, please ask.
मेरा क्वेश्चन तो हो गया एक था बस ठीक है.
Tagore, Prithvi, Nitesh, Nikhil, anything. Avinash already has one. Rohini, आपके पास कुछ कोई question है?
Very open-ended, guys. So basically, I create the
Can
Google
I share
data.
my screen? Or someone is asking.
We'll
Please
take
go ahead.
Prithvi and then
Please.
we'll take Nitin.
Yes.
Yeah, Prithvi, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Just an advice that I need. So basically, I scrape the Google data. It just says company name, and these are very small size businesses in the US. So how do I enrich that with their contact information and LinkedIn? Like just AI fetch and do a enrichment on Clay using AI? Is that the only option? Is there some other way around to this?
So one way is that, see, if it is very small business which you are getting from Google Maps, what we have seen is that good amount of those might not be available on LinkedIn. Okay.
Right.
So before you go into using Clay, first experiment that you should do is search for those names, the current company name, in the current company name filter on LinkedIn. I'll just show that. Just give me 1 second. I'll present my screen again. Okay. My screen is visible now. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you can do is basically you can go to Sales Navigator and you can just try mentioning the companies that you're finding through Google as part of
Mm-hmm.
the current company filter. Put up the location as well, and then try to see the what are the results that you're getting. If they are available on LinkedIn, then what you might get is the direct founder or CEO or those sort of data. But if you're looking at other department level data, थोड़ा मुश्किल रहेगा.
So, okay. So basically, like Google scraping gave me around 240 results.
Hmm.
So this is city-wise insurance agencies that I scraped,
Hmm.
and with the city filters on LinkedIn, it gave around 26. That's all. So, so
अच्छा.
90% of data is not there in
On
uh,
LinkedIn.
on LinkedIn.
So
So we,
in that case, do you have the websites of these companies?
yeah, there are websites.
Okay, there's an alternate solution to it then.
Okay.
I'll present. So obviously on the okay, do you reach out to one before I share? Do you reach out to generic email IDs that are available on the website?
No, actually, like those we seldom get any results. Info contact at the rate whatever domain ID, those things.
उससे response नहीं मिल रहा है ना, तो then what I'm showing won't make sense. Yeah, but I think this is the only way. Apart from that, if you have their or if you find their contact number from Google Maps, you can send them WhatsApp or so,
Okay.
but or give them a call directly.
Okay. So the alternate you were proposing was, go to the website and scrape the contact information. Is that
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
That you can
Got
do
it.
through Phantom Buster.
Yeah, yeah, understood. Okay. Yeah. Got it, Rutam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these companies are registered somewhere. I am yet to figure out the data flow. I'm not sure if we'll have access also. So these are incorporated somewhere, and there the director information would be present. But I'm not sure that is public data. Uh, yeah, unless it is public, we can
Exactly.
or we get access to that data. We don't have a way to crawl or
Okay.
scrape that data, right?
Okay. एक बार देख लो, if you are able to get a public source of it, can you just share that what sort of companies are you looking for? What are these companies?
Okay.
So what I'll do is that I'll also try to find it out. Okay.
So
And
this
yeah.
like this is city level insurance agencies. Uh, so like for example, if I click on this, so this is an agency with 54 reviews. They hardly have an office,
Hmm.
uh,
So do you
and
think they will be registered somewhere?
they have a website and all. Uh, all brokers have to be registered. That is a mandate by each of the state governments.
Okay.
I don't know where, but yeah,
एक बार देख लेता हूँ. And this is in US, right?
this is in US. So by default,
What are we selling? What are we selling to them?
we are selling back office AI automations, like yeah, renewal automation kind of thing, right? So they have some client base, they can run renewal flows with
And
them.
specifically इन्हीं को क्यों टारगेट करना है आप?
इन्हीं को क्यों टारगेट करना है? Good question. Cluster, the market is very competitive. Anybody who is publicly very vocal, so there are 10 other companies reaching out to them. Secondly, these local businesses are pretty old, they don't have systems in place. So that our thesis is that we'll get a faster sale velocity with these sort of companies, and we also have someone sitting in this particular city, Columbus, Ohio. So that person can go and meet them if at all that is required. So that is the criteria to target this particular city's ICP.
And sorry, Prithvi, are you offering any kind of broker management system to them?
No, I wouldn't say broker management system. They typically use AMS, agency management systems.
Agency management, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, so we typically integrate to that and run our AI flows over on top of those tools. Even through Excel sheets, we can run. Yeah, it's a custom built system of agents that we
Understood.
for them. Yeah, yeah, Priyank.
हाँ, I have an input. If you can stop presenting, मैं थोड़ा बता देता हूँ. मैं actually context थोड़ा दे दूँ. We worked with a company named Processed. Okay. Now Processed, they build solutions for a company, primarily supermarkets.
Okay.
Okay. और वो लोग ऑस्ट्रेलिया टारगेट करते हैं. ठीक है.
Hmm.
नाउ द थिंग इज कि यहाँ से ओके इंडिया से एक्चुअली लेट्स से एंड बहुत स्मॉल स्मॉल सुपरमार्केट होते हैं ना, तो वहां पे उन लोग टारगेट करते हैं. ठीक है. द थिंग वो देयर वाज कि उन लोग रिस्पांस नहीं दे रहे थे, ईमेल रिस्पांस.
हाँ.
ओके. They were not able to kind of. So what the founder did, since you already have a person over there, the best is to kind of actually go and visit, find the list,
हाँ.
okay, and go and visit, okay, each and every, let's say, office. So what the founder used to do, he traveled all the way to Australia. He spent over there for 2 months or 3 months.
Okay.
Okay. He met a lot of actually supermarkets and presented them solution personally.
Okay.
अगर आपके पास कोई personally available है उधर person, the best is to kind of actually go with the list and go वो बोलते हैं ना footwork करना पड़ेगा आपको.
ठीक है, समझ गया.
The footwork is important, and then actually let's say आप एक बार अपना market बना दोगे ना, then it will be actually very easy for you to kind of actually get this these kind of responses as well. But ये process के साथ जब हमने काम किया था ना, इट्स अ क्लियर यूज केस मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. इनफैक्ट वो फाउंडर एवरी एक्चुअली ईयर जा रहा था. अभी तो वो वहीं पे उन लोगों ने एक ऑफिस बना दिया है, खुद का सेटअप भी बना लिया है. बट दैट रियली हेल्प्स. ओके, तो इनिशियल फुटवर्क विल रियली हेल्प, बट जस्ट गैदर द लिस्ट फर्स्ट. ये मेरा एक आइडिया है बिकॉज दैट रियली वर्क वेल.
Got it, Priyank. So, yeah, I will do that.
Yeah, Mohammed,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, basically, like I want to understand from Rutan, like we have learned to extract data from LinkedIn and Google Map. So if you have to extract data from, let's say, Yellow Pages or some directory, what is the procedure actually? Like, this Phantom Buster will be able to help you, or any other tool? If you want, I can show what exactly I'm trying to achieve actually. Let's say,
Can you present and show once so
yeah,
that
yeah.
I'll be able to recommend a
I'm
better?
just giving one example. I'm just giving one example. Like that, if let's say this is a list of a steel fabricator or contractor in US. So this is so if I go here, I'll see that so a lot of informations are there. Like if I double click on them, let's say, and I get information about that. So if I would extract the data from this website in a structured format in an Excel sheet, will there be any tool or something? Because
Yes.
this is very highly unstructured, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know, like
The tool is Octoparse.
afterwards. Okay. So that
You want
will
me to
help.
give you a quick demo of how you can do it?
Yeah. That would
Can
be
you
great.
share
Yeah.
this link in the chat?
Yeah, I will do that. I'll do that. This link is sure.
Just allow me 2 minutes till my Octoparse gets loaded, and then I'll present and I'll show.
Can I show something?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
So Prithvi, this is for you only. Actually, बोल के रखा है. So
Understood.
of course, this is the founder. Okay.
Okay.
He has written the post as well. And 2 years ago, he just landed in Australia, and then he kind of spent 4 months, and he did this.
Okay.
Okay, and zero clients के साथ आया. And the latest post says a very different thing. Okay, very kind of actually, let's say, we are getting clients, and then he just actually so he built a pipeline of 10 qualified opportunities, and he signed 5 customers as well over there.
Okay.
So if you can see, so ये थोड़ा door to door करना पड़ता है. Okay, when you are tapping international customers, तो ये एक है. ठीक है.
हाँ,
Yeah.
ठीक है. Okay.
Cool. I'll present my screen.
Priyank, this guy is processed.ai, right?
Process.ai. Yes.
Okay.
I'll send the profile link as well over here in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found
Footwork is very important in any sales. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Mom, this is Octopus. I have just pasted the link over here that you had shared. Okay. The very first thing that it does is it starts with opening it and processing what all data is available on the website.
Okay.
So we wait for it to process. Once it has processed, it will tell us what is the data that it can capture automatically. If it is not capturing the right data, then we have an option of capturing it on our own as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So let us see. So now, for example, see what all it captured is it's marking in green. Okay. The
Mm-hmm.
name, the location, the type. Okay. This is what it is capturing, and this is exactly what we want to get. So over here, if you can see, it is there in the structured format.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Then I'll just create a workflow. Now what I want to do is that I also want to go to their individual pages, right? And
Mm.
then go forward. So there is this option of selecting subpage URL. So when I click on it, so it's asking me that, okay, just tell me which is the button that you want me to click. So in this case, say this is the button.
Mm.
Okay. Then I'll confirm.
Mm.
It'll open that particular page. Okay. And in this page, then whatever data it wants to capture, it will capture. And over here, ideally, what happens in the sub page is where we would want to capture data according to how we want.
Mm.
But let us see what it is able to capture.
Just on the top of it, like let's say, for example, if I collect all the information here, it basically is going to give you the company name and the contact data. And based on that, if I want to run another, let's say, phantom, or want to find out those people actually, this particular companies who are available on LinkedIn. So
Hmm.
I like that, like I'm saying that at one place I've got the company name. I mean, like if I'm having, let's say, ICP and I want to know this, these are the 500 to 1,000 companies or 5,000 companies I want to target, and these are the locations. And now I want to find out who are the actually stakeholders or the contact people, either in the LinkedIn or maybe in Apollo or somewhere.
So you can
Uh,
again you can go onto LinkedIn, put in the current
mm,
company name filter, add these company
mhm.
names, and then use the current job title filter to filter based on the designations.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That'll be a
And
manual thing, but that is again
mhm.
recommended. Okay.
No
So here,
problem. I just want to know. I just want to know how to do that actually.
yeah, makes sense. Cool. Now, say for example, over here, I did not go with auto detection, but I know that the data that I want is say the phone number. So I'll just click on
Mm,
this. And it has selected the element. It asks me that, okay, what data do you want to extract? So I want to extract say the text of it. I have that in
mm,
place over here. Okay.
okay.
Next up, what do I want to take is the website. Okay.
Mm,
And what do I want is I want the inner element or whatever that is if the website is present over here. Okay.
mhm,
So I'll take that inner element. Right now there is no website that is linked to it. So it is giving me blank. Okay.
mhm,
Then if I say I want to go to the contact us section, if I want to just simply click on it, okay,
mhm,
so that it goes to the contact us section and see okay exactly what is it doing over here. So right
mhm,
here I have that data coming in where I have the name person's name as well. Okay, I have all
mhm.
of these details as well. So I'll just wait for it
Okay.
to load and see that okay what is the data that it is able to capture. Okay. So everything that we are doing manually, right, from a website to have things done, copy pasted and all of those things, the job of octopars is to replicate exactly that. So now if you see what it has done, it has captured all of that detail, it has given the details to us in this format. I'll just click on
Mhm,
create workflow if that is the data that I want, and now I'll just simply run this task.
mhm,
What is needed over here is a continuous trial and error. Okay, because in the first time good chances that this might not work. I'll just give me a minute, we'll run this. I'll just delete any of my previous tasks to show how does this work. Okay, so this is done. I'll just click on run again on my device itself, then it will start. It will first start by loading, and then so when you click on show browser over here, you will actually see that okay how is it happening live. Okay,
mhm,
so it got the data. Okay, it has every data that it has added on. Now it has gone to the other website. Okay, it is trying to capture the data for that particular company. Okay, now it has gone to the contact us page, and from that we will see how is it actually getting the remaining data points. So if you see over here, we had selected the phone number and the website thing, we got that. Now it is capturing the other things. So this happens in the
right.
background. Once it is set, you can just see the output for whatever that is getting. You can then see whether you're getting the right output. So if you see right here, I have that data also coming in. Now
Mhm.
it has taken to the
Fantastic.
next company. Okay.
So similar like any yellow pages, any other things, the same
Yeah,
process will
yeah,
happen.
yeah, it can do. Okay. So it
Okay.
again found for the other company, went on to the next company. So this way, it will continuously do.
Okay.
Okay. So your job will get done, and then again, once it is done, you can just export that data.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can just stop, confirm it,
Thank you.
and you can export this. So you can even export in Google Sheets, Excel, whatever that is. Yeah, the job is done.
The tool name is Octoparse, you said, no?
Yeah,
Octoparse.
Octoparts. This you will have to download on your system, by the way.
Okay. Octoparse is not like SaaS product.
It is, but it won't give you the output.
Okay, okay.
But they
So
have
let me,
a web app, but it is very very slow, and you will need very very strong internet to do it. But over here, it becomes just quite quickly.
so we can install that like any other software in our system and then
Yeah,
bring it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Nitish.
Yeah, hi. So, Vrutant, I wanted to know, like, yeah, just as per our yesterday's call. So, I have, can I share? I will share my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So, these three. So, from this list, I was getting the. So, just a moment, Vrutant. So, can you share my? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
या सो जैसा आपने कल बोला था ना तो ऐसा बनाया था ये एबीएम
Okay.
ओके सो उसका आउटपुट मुझे ये लिया मैंने मतलब ये डाल के
Hmm.
लिंक वगैरह सब दिया सी एफओ का वगैरह तो उसके ऊपर आई गॉट रिप्लाई लाइक उसमें लाइक वन वन बैंक का डाला तो दैट आई गॉट रिप्लाई एज अ नॉट दैट एग्जैक्ट मैच एक्सेट्रा तो उसका रिप्लाई अच्छा नहीं है मतलब फॉर एज पर माय प्रोडक्ट आई एम टारगेटिंग
Hmm.
ओके सो उसमें मुझे अभी डाउट ऐसा है कि ये जो मुझे है ना पैरामीटर जो है ना मुझे ये पैरामीटर उसमें ऐड करना है ये नंबर ऑफ कलेक्शन ट्रांजैक्शन है ना ये मुझे अभी चाहिए एंड सेकेंड इज ये मुझे मेरा ये लिस्ट है लाइक प्रोस्पेक्ट्स का सो उसमें फॉर एग्जांपल अभी ये कुछ मैंने निकाले हुए लिस्ट है मेरा तो उसमें 60s का लिस्ट है मेरा तो वो लिस्ट को मुझे टारगेट करना है
Okay.
ओके
आपके पास इसके कलेक्शन नंबर्स है क्या?
सो ये देखिए ये मेरा ये सब मेरा लिस्ट है
Hmm.
तो ये मुझे लिस्ट इसमें अपडेट करना है उसमें क्लाउड में डालना है क्योंकि मैं एक एक डालता रहूंगा तो मतलब
नहीं
बहुत
तो
ये
आप
हो जाएगा
डायरेक्टली CSV डाउनलोड करके इंपोर्ट कर लो ना, या फिर सिंपल गूगल शीट
ओके
का एक्सेस इसको दे दो. जस्ट कॉपी द गूगल शीट URL, पेस्ट इट ओवर हियर, टेल इट टू बिल्ड इट फॉर ऑल ऑफ देम इन
ओके
बैच.
एंड मुझे ये कैसे ऐड कर सकता हूँ मैं नंबर ऑफ कलेक्शन ये मुझे एक पैरामीटर करके चाहिए ये
ये
मिल सकता है
पैरामीटर
तो
अवेलेबल किधर है?
ये इसमें ही चाहिए मुझे
नहीं नहीं,
जैसे आपने जो एबीएम में सेट किया था ना
मैं ऐसा
वैसा मैं
पूछ रहा
एबीएम में सेट कर सकता हूँ क्या
हूँ, नहीं मैं वही पूछ रहा हूँ कि ये डेटा आपको मिलेगा कौन से वेबसाइट से?
अच्छा वो नहीं वो तो मतलब स्पेसिफिक वेबसाइट नहीं है अभी ऐसा कुछ
अच्छा, मतलब इज दिस पब्लिक डेटा और इज इट नॉट पब्लिक डेटा?
हाँ ये दिस इज नहीं गूगल पे मतलब कभी कभी मिलता है कभी कभी नहीं मिलता है ऐसा है
हाँ. So then what you can do is that in your skill file itself, you can put in this as a parameter that try to find the number of collection transactions जो भी है through Google search.
वो कहाँ से एडिट करूँ वो
हाँ, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे जो कस्टमाइज है ना,
हाँ
नहीं, on the left panel you have customize, right?
हाँ
Click on it. अच्छा, you have not saved the skill ना?
नहीं नहीं
Okay, just close this first.
तो कल ही किया था वो सेव
एक बार इसको बस बंद करो, हम लोग एक बार उसको स्किल सेव करने के लिए बोल देते हैं.
ओके
ठीक है, जस्ट पुट अप अ मैसेज ओवर देयर दैट सेव द स्किल फाइल. हाँ, just press enter. ओके, टॉप पे आपको सेव स्किल का ऑप्शन देगा या वहाँ पे ये, हाँ, सेव स्किल कर लो इसको. Okay, now click on, now if you see over here your skill file is created. Okay, again go to
ओके
customize.
इधर अपडेट स्किल कर सकता हूँ क्या
हाँ, आप अपडेट स्किल भी कर
कस्टमाइज
सकते हो.
मतलब कस्टमाइज और बोथ आर सेम राइट
Yeah, नहीं, different. So update skill is over here, it will update this file itself. Just click on customize once.
सॉरी सॉरी
आपका स्क्रीन अटक गया है क्या?
Yes, yes.
अच्छा ठीक है, मतलब मेरा नेटवर्क इशू है.
Yeah.
Go to customize.
Customize
Over here you have your click on
this one,
it.
right? The
हाँ, just
gameplay
click on
mode.
it once.
It's loading up.
हाँ हाँ. Okay. Now you see on the top right there is this three dots that are there.
Yeah.
Okay. उस पे आप क्लिक करोगे ना तो वहाँ पे आएगा edit the skill. Latest.
कहाँ पे?
हाँ बस वहाँ पे उस पे
Three dots.
या click on it. Edit with Claude पे करो click.
Edit with cloud. Okay.
फिर यहाँ पे आप उसको
Uh,
prompt दे दो आपको जो जो चीज़ें edit करनी है वो. ओके. हाँ. Just press enter.
enter कर दिया.
हाँ
Okay.
एंटर कर लो. फिर वो क्वेश्चन पूछेगा कि आपको क्या एडिट करना है, तो वहाँ पे आप उसको बोल दो कि एज पार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट रिसर्च ऑल्सो ट्राई फाइंडिंग दिस थ्रू गूगल सर्च. एज पार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट रिसर्च ऑल्सो ट्राई फाइंडिंग number of collection transactions made by the company.
ये बंद कर एंटर करो यहाँ.
हाँ यूजिंग गूगल सर्च बस एक बार लिख दो. हाँ एंटर. Now what it's going to do is it's going to edit the skill file with exactly this prompt, and you can test it out once and then you can save the skill file.
Okay. Okay. I will ask question after our second question. I have another question.
ठीक है.
So I think it is done, right?
नहीं वो
That
हो रहा
corrections.
है. It is working. Let it load. Okay, so if it has asked me, this want me to fold this number into. So do you want this to be as part of your ICP scoring?
Yeah, that is the main part of it. Yeah, that is
So just
also
write
an important one.
yes and press enter.
So, Rutan, do we need to install this like Cloud?
नहीं नहीं, you don't need
Uh,
to. You don't need to. That is if you have the paid plan, so you can just cancel it.
okay.
It's fine. Now it is asking that if you want to run a quick test use case, so you can run a test case.
So, Rutan, am I doing correctly, or do I need type the prompt over here again?
नहीं नहीं, you can
Like
use this as a test use case. This works.
that's fine. Okay.
इसको आप एंटर कर सकते हो. See, test करते वक्त ना whatever input that you give, no, Claude is smart enough to gauge it and tell that okay, no, this is and if it has
Yeah, yeah,
questions,
yeah.
it will ask you that okay, I
Yeah.
need to
Initially,
create
the
details.
output I got as you are mentioning, right?
Hmm.
So, Rutan, by the time, just one more question I have. So, let's. Can I ask right now, or should we
We'll
wait for
take it up
others
in
to?
the next round.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll take
Okay.
one question per person and then we'll go to the next round. Okay?
Okay.
You can stop presenting. You can just have this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
एक बार one because it will take time to get the output. We can take up the next.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Sure.
Yes. Next questions. Cool. Let us move to the next round of questions then. Okay. Yes, Avinash.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute. Uh, First question is, are you going to take any session about vibe coding?
Vibe coding, not as
Uh,
part of the current cohort, but we will plan a workshop around that.
yeah, that will be very helpful. Actually, I'm looking for kind of a good source to learn it, but there are a lot of information available. Not sure which is to go good and good to go ahead with. Okay. So my next question is about how to get data from LinkedIn, how like using Claude. If you can remember, in our last session when we were discussing about, like, let's say if I'm going to use Claude on for account based marketing, I have given it a company name. I have, although I'm currently giving it exact persons who to reach out to, but let's say if I don't want to give those list of people manually, and I want Claude to find it on its own, giving some specific keywords. Now, for example, taking an example, I'm reaching out to insurance-based companies based out in US, and I want to reach out to decision makers that are taking decisions related to Salesforce. Now, I don't want CIO, CISO, or CTO. I want specific CRM heads or anyone who is a decision maker and have a keyword in their profile as Salesforce. I can't find this data anywhere, let's say on Zoom Info, Apollo, because they will only fetch that data based on their
LinkedIn
uh,
profile.
LinkedIn role, not LinkedIn profile, but it will only fetch the data based on the role or designation they have. Let's say they have mentioned as director of Salesforce, then it will fetch that. But it has mentioned director or VP of IT, but in his kind of a about section or job description section, he has mentioned that yes, I am handling complete Salesforce implementation at Sun Life Insurance. So
Okay,
now I want that kind of data without doing any manual efforts.
sure. Just present your screen. We'll do it right away. Okay, have two things logged in, Claude and Clay. Okay, now go to Claude, go to connectors, and over here integrate Clay. Okay, you already have Clay integrated, no? Perfect. So just very simple. What you need to do: open up a new chat. Okay, whatever you had mentioned, Abhi, the exact brief that you gave me. Okay, type in that exact brief over here and ask it to use Clay to filter out and give you the prospect list. अरे इतने सारे पैरामीटर्स अभी मत डालो. First, let's start with basic. See what is the output that you're getting, and then add more pattern. Right now, what you can do is that, okay, ठीक है, आपने enter कर दिया, no problem. But ideally, instead of mentioning that they are responsible for Salesforce, you can write that search for the keyword Salesforce as part of their profile. Just allow. By the way, you're on mute in case you're saying something.
Sorry, I was speaking on mute again.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you whenever. So this goes for everyone who is using AI and having integrations with Clio. So the very first run that you're doing, okay,
Mm-hmm.
don't give too many parameters. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you need to see how is Clay functioning, how is it able to do the filtration, and what is the output that you're getting. Once you have a broad output, no, it's going to be easier to narrow down. But if you give so many parameters and at the end you're not getting any output, no, you will not be able to figure out that where is the miss.
Mm,
Yeah. So,
understood.
so yeah, let us wait for seeing that. Okay, what is the exact output that we are able to get over here? On the right hand side, if you can see, it has exactly taken up those tasks that are
Mm,
there. And so one of the sources is Clay, okay, through which you can do this.
correct.
Second approach where you can do this is as per your ICP, okay, just filter on Sales Navigator. Enter the designations, overall designations, okay. Don't put up any filter like, okay, I'm looking for Salesforce or specific roles, but the
Mm-hmm.
decision makers itself, okay. You- Okay. Huh. So as I was saying is, what was I saying? Huh. So you go to Sales Navigator, you put up the filters,
Mm-hmm.
you scrape that data. When you are
Mm-hmm.
scraping that data, you are by default getting what? Their description, their experience, and in the
Mm-hmm.
description itself, you can just put up a filter, or you can import that file onto Claude and ask it to filter on the description with the specific keyword Salesforce. So you'll get the shortlisted profiles right there. And why am I asking for this approach? Is
Mm-hmm.
because that way you will be able to get the live data. So on Clay or any other platform, you will find data that is old, okay, older by at least a week or so at any given
Understood.
point of time. So
Correct.
this way you will be able to get the live data. But
And
yeah,
now this extract the data and I can utilize it to, for my outreach purposes,
correct,
right?
correct, correct. But yeah, let this
Yes.
happen. Let us see what is the output. But
Okay, sure.
ठीक है, cool. Parallelly, we can take up other questions as well. Yes.
Uh, can I ask another question or
I think we'll take
do you?
Nitish's question and then we'll come back to your question. Okay. In
Okay.
case if, by the way, other folks, Nitesh, Prithvi, Nikhil, Rohini, Mohammed, any other question that you guys have? Anything else that you guys want to discuss over here?
Yeah, I want to ask about Sales Navigator. Just you mentioned that.
Sure. Avinash, can you stop sharing? We'll take up
Sure.
Nitish's question.
So when you say export the data into other area, uh, like where should we export? Like when because
No,
I'm able to
scrape the
find
data. Scrape the data from
yeah.
using Phantom Master from Sales Navigator. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Mm. Because Phantom Buster is not working for me.
Yeah.
So I'm able to fetching data from Sales Navigator. So what I've done is another method of about scrapping about website and ICP. So I'm getting with a list of prospects which I want to connect and all, but I'm not able to get them on Phantom Buster. Yeah.
There is one more tool that you can try out, Nitesh.
Hmm. Yeah.
Wallexy करके एक tool है. WAAL.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's see. I know.
Is
I
that
know.
working on
Yeah.
your system?
I haven't tried that because see, I tried all the tools long time back, and then Phantom Buster I like, and then Griffney I move on to because Griffney was cheaper than the other tools, which
Hmm.
was also for good for outreach.
Yeah.
Okay, and Griffney was similar to the I think if you know about Driply, and I guess yeah, Driply was also similar. So.
Understood.
But yeah, I will try Galaxy. Let's see.
Try that and
Because
try Apify as well.
yeah, Apify is working very nice. Apify is working very nice, but then it's like it's pushing for paid plan.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That is one
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
it's
Apify
yeah,
push you for that. Yes.
yeah, yeah. It's very that is my last option. It's like if I want to go ahead, like okay, invest some $30 and then go ahead with the Apify because Apify is working for everything now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think data scraping
Thank.
tool investments, no,
Yes.
should be made,
Yes.
but it should be made wisely.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Yes,
Yeah.
Mohammed.
No, like, are we going to cover this account-based marketing in our curriculum, right?
Yeah, yeah. We are going to do it.
Okay. 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 No problem. Just
So for the weekday batch, there like 10 days are completed. We are just adding a few more sessions for them, but for you guys, you're still midway. We are going to complete outreach
okay.
engineering and then we'll do ABM. So yeah.
Okay. 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 No problem.
One more question, Vritant. Are we going to have like examples or case studies, um, like end-to-end case studies, how we can work for D2C or fintech or any other brands or projects?
So we are building a playbook in which these use cases are covered for Clay for anything. So I think that will help you out.
Anything specific
Yeah.
you have currently in your mind that you can share?
Uh, Not specific. So like basically from like the way we are our course is going like data sources, data engineering, and then outreach engineering, and then ABM. So if we can come up with a live case study of how we can do it in just a because I saw one YouTube video of it, and in that YouTube video you were explaining the case study, and then I guess the explaining part you cut down. It was maybe your IC your USB, but then I thought it might be explained in the course. But yeah, means we covered all that part. But if we can go through the IC, what you can say, case study or life project thing, then it will be more easier to understand and to where to apply which knowledge. Um, I will understand that part very easy. Because right now it's like we understand, okay, how we can do this. Okay, we can go to Clay, can go to Phantom Buster, we can go to this. We have a lot of options. Also, you are going to share a lot of tools and a lot of resources with us. So if we can have one video where we can understand end to end, as a playbook, so it will be good.
Okay. Any specific output you are looking at?
No, not apart from what we have learned. Um, like because we have learned the fundamentals. We have learned
Hmm,
like how we can scrap the data, how we can enrich it, and how we can outreach it. Okay.
hmm,
Now it's
hmm,
on us. How I will,
hmm,
let's say, I will go for fintech association and I will scrap the data and I will outreach it, enrich it, and outreach it, and I know the things which I have to do. But let's say you gave example which you attended an event and you scrap all those data.
hmm.
So example like that, if you can explain, you know,
ठीक है. So let us build around something around that as well. ठीक है. For
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
End to
yeah.
end.
Like yeah, because a lot of events we attend also, and we don't know how to scrap them because when we attend event here, we got email ID and password or user ID or password for that particular event, and we got a lot of contacts. We got a lot of contacts. Also, we received some connections from LinkedIn in the app also, but then we don't know what to do with that contact.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Uh,
Rutan, do you want to say something?
Yeah, so I just had a quick question I wanted to ask. It's for everyone as well. Like we are already say building YouTube videos and everything about multiple use cases. Personally, for you guys, if I'm supposed to ask, what format of content would you prefer? Would it be guides, that's documents format, or videos, or anything else?
Video नहीं चाहिए.
What about others?
If I will say, like, the you already sharing video. From my perspective, videos are helpful, but we have to play and pause every time, step by step. So whenever I use other resources like
Let's do
PDF,
both actually. Let's do both video
yeah,
and guide.
yeah,
ठीक है.
yeah,
We'll do
it's
both
different.
video and guide.
Yeah, 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 that's good. Yeah.
ठीक. All right. Any more questions? Please ask.
Yeah, Vikrant, I have one last question.
Yes, Nitish.
Yeah, so basically, Vikrant, I wanted to build uh, strategy in accordance with basically मुझे ना business recon solution, automation and collection solution बेचना है. So मेरा जो prospect list है उसमें the companies मुझे ये जानना है कि like for my like IDBI intake और Amber करके 2 companies है, उनके solution कौन use कर रहा है ये मुझे चाहिए. Whether my prospect is using, so मुझे वो list चाहिए इनका solution कौन use कर रहा है.
अरे वाह, ये रेडी यूज केस अवेलेबल है हमारे पास फ्रेंचली. इरासेंट का दिखा सकते हैं रुतान लो इसमें.
हाँ, इरासेंट का मैंने ऑलरेडी नीतीश को दिखाया तो है एक बार, बट मैं एक बार वापस दिखा देता हूँ.
ठीक है.
So is it built in N10 or any other?
नहीं, so it has multiple things that we have done. Okay, what we have done is we have used Clay to filter based on the tech stack. Okay, and then
Okay,
फिर हम लोग ने वो कंपनी लिस्ट बना के मैं एक बार प्रोसेस भी दिखा देता हूँ आपको. ठीक है, लेट मी जस्ट प्रेजेंट.
okay. Clay for tech stack and then
I'll just show it to you. एक ही सेकंड.
yeah.
पूरा एक आपको दिखाई देता हूँ. So basically what we
अब इसका अभी रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रहे ना?
नहीं कर रहे ना.
अच्छा, ओके नहीं तो मैं नोट कर लेता हूँ.
नोट भी करो, बट रिकॉर्ड भी चल रहे हैं. सो वेरी सिंपली व्हाट वी जो आईसीपी है, ठीक है, उसमें भी क्लाइंट का रिक्वायरमेंट ये था कि दिस इज द टेक स्टैक दैट दे वांटेड टू फाइंड ऑन. Okay, so
Okay.
we use Clay to filter that. Okay, which companies are specifically using this tech stack. Then what we did is that we built a list of those companies. एक second.
तो बट भूतन माय यूज केस बिट डिफरेंट. मतलब इनका प्रोडक्ट कौन यूज कर रहा है वो मुझे चाहिए. मतलब आईडीबीआई इंटेक वगैरह जो प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं ना, वो किसको प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज फॉर एग्जांपल हिंदुजा हाउसिंग फाइनेंस इज अ कंपनी नेम. सो वेदर दे आर यूजिंग द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ आईडीबीआई इंटेक और एम्बर, दैट आई वांटेड टू नो.
हाँ, so this is exactly what we are doing over here. ठीक है?
अच्छा अच्छा.
कि this is wherein the company wanted to know कि who is the company that is using this tool called as Snow. Snow is the
बट
product.
आई डोंट नो द टूल नेम रुतांत.
तो
आई नो द कंपनी नेम, टूल नेम मालूम नहीं है मुझे अभी उनका क्या टूल है.
मतलब जैसे कि आपको पता है आईडीबीआई का टूल है वैसा.
या आईडीबीआई इंटेक वो रिकॉन सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं. उनका मतलब उसमें मेजर उनका कस्टमर बेस्ड है. इवन सेम विद द एम्बर, बट उनका टूल का नेम मालूम नहीं है. तो वो कहाँ से, मतलब वो मुझे पहले ढूंढना पड़ेगा क्या?
ये मुझे एक सेकेंड एक बार समझना पड़ेगा कि लेट मी जस्ट सर्च फॉर इट. हाँ, ऑब्वियसली विल नीड टू फाइंड द टूल नेम दैट इज देयर.
ओके.
ओके, तो वो तो है. टूल नेम फाइंड करने के बाद ही वो पॉसिबल होगा. बट द प्रोसेस इज वेरी सिंपल दैट ओके, टूल नेम अगर मिल जाता है ना तो आप वो टेक स्टैक के बेसिस पे फिल्टर कर सकते हो. एंड उसके बाद आपके पास
क्ले.
कंपनी आ जाएगा तो आप वापस सेल्स एग्रीगेटर पे जाके प्रोस्पेक्ट कर सकते हो रेलेवेंट लोगों को.
Okay, so from Clay, you are saying need to filter tool wise, then get that data and put that data into the navigator for further prospecting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Pradhan, I will search for that. Thank you.
Okay. Cool. I think. Uh, are there any more questions? No. Okay. Cool, guys. I think we can wind up. Just one request before we end is if we can just switch on our cameras and click a quick photo. I'll just stop the